Separation is important. Every prophet must go through the process, because before the throne room there is a wilderness. Before all trances there is silence. Before power there is pruning, and God will take you through those processes. The pain, the rejection, the fasting and the long prayers, the season of silence, the stretching of everything around you. A lot of pain, a lot of rejection. And look, my gift made men rejected me. So many men. Pastors, I wanted help from. People I wanted help from. I rather became a victim. They rejected me and they left me. And some people said I was a sorcerer. Some people said I was a sangom. Some people said I'm fake. Some people said I plant things. Some people said it's from our village. Some people said I mixed things and I drank things. And people that were close to me and hailed me in public yet did not believe me. They were also there, plenty of them. They said, oh, you are doing well, sir. But they said, no. This cannot be from the Lord. In private, the pain, the rejection. How some people said I should never come close to their church because I'm no. And people wanted me to fail. Many people wanted the prophet. They just wanted to sleep and wake up and realize that this is fake. All this, their thoughts were real, but it never happened. And they will keep waiting forever. Sir, your gift, when it is not defined, will be rejected. Your gift, when it is not mastered, it will become a threat. And some of the rejection, they were right, but it's just that they didn't know how to remove the baby from the dirty water. It came wrong. My first time prophesied. You want me to prophesy like Jesus? It's not possible. Where I am now today, by prophecy, I was not here, and I will not be here in 2 years' time. I won't be here 10 years' time. I won't be here 20 years' time. I have to change every day. We grow in what we do. We become expert every day. That's how it's supposed to be. But you know, people are impatient. The people that gave up on me, I just wish they never did. Because you know what? Myself, I didn't understand what was happening to me. That is why there are people I will ever be grateful to. And one of them is my father in the Lord. Because some of the things I did, some of the prophecies and some of the crazy things I did, if he was everybody, he would have pushed me out like everybody did. But he didn't. Sometimes after prophesying, he would call me inside his hotel room and advise me, warn me. And the next day, he will give me the microphone again. That's the best gift I can ever receive from him. Yes, after warning and after rebuke, the next day he's giving me the microphone. Because sometimes I think that it is over. He will never give you the mic. The next day he said, come and collect. Sometimes the call will make you look like a demon if you don't understand it. That was my case. My call made me look like a terrible demon. Proverbs 19 verses 2. Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good. And he that hasted with his feet sinned. It is not good to run with their knowledge. The Bible says it is not good. So when you receive the gift, don't be in haste to manifest it. One of my terrible mistakes in the prophetic call was my desire to manifest it quickly and to get quick results and quick answers. As the saying goes, God's time is the best. I agree with it until the end of time. God's time is the best. I didn't always get it right. I made several mistakes like every young prophet will do in the Bible and out of the Bible. But God corrected me in love, and he used men to correct me, and he taught me humility. Some of the mistake is rushing to speak. Rushing to speak. I see the revelation, and until I say it, I will not sleep. I remember one day I was prophesying at NCF, and they said it was time. And I saw a revelation about a particular lady. I said I must say it. They said it's time. That day I was angry to understand. I didn't go for prep. I was angry. Why would the Lord reveal something to me and you stop me? How dare you? Who are you? Whenever the Lord speaks, it is fun. The program leader said after closing, see her privately. But I said no, I won't give her the message privately. I'll wait for another opportunity. She must receive it in public. She must collect it. Because I mean that lady, and I've been waiting for revelation. And that day I had one. I wanted it to enter her, but they intervened. Rushing to speak was one of the dangerous mistakes I've made. The second mistake was interpreting visions and dreams wrongly. I interpreted people revelation wrongly. The message is for him, and I will give it to him. The message is for her, and I will give it to this one. Interpretation, I got it wrongly. Interpreting visions wrongly and dreams wrongly. It was one of my major mistakes. Battling pride was another dangerous one, because I felt like my eyes are open. So whatever I say is final. If I say it, who are you to say other things? Because I heard from the Lord. You, who did you hear from? I was battling with pride. I could see him coming out of me like beast. That when people even say different things, I get angry. I'm a prophet. How many visions have you seen? How many encounters have you seen? I've seen angels. Ish. I suffered, and I wanted everybody, when I'm coming, everybody to fall on the ground and roll. The prophet has arrived. So I had a problem how some people respected and related to me. I didn't like their thinking they are the problem, but I didn't know I was the problem because I wanted everybody under my control. But that was why, because I feel like my eyes are open, I can see everybody. Don't matter the way I speak, the way I communicate, the way I relate, the way I do things. That was pride. So I battled pride. It was a cancer eating my flesh. I was proud before. Sometimes when people see me and say, hey, you're humble, I say, you don't know where I came from. I wasn't humble. I know the feeling when you have seen a revelation and it comes to pass. There is a lady here who I prophesied to. She stays at Bongo. I remember that day she was sitting over there. I walked to her and I told her that where you are staying is the problem. The house you are staying in Bongo is the problem. Change where you are staying because she conceived and miscarried. And I walked to her and said, the house you are staying is the problem. When you change the house, you will conceive and you give birth to a baby. I'm not sure whether a baby girl or a baby boy, but I mentioned the sex and I left it like that. And she listened to my advice and went and changed a house. And she conceived and she gave birth to that same sex. This week, she gave birth to that same sex I prophesied. She sent it to me and I said, glory be to the Lord. Amen. Those days, I used to look for testimonies. I said, have you thanked God? She said, yes, glory. Those days, I used to search for testimony. If you have a testimony, send it to us. Sometimes it's not to testify to the glory of God. It's to authenticate. You are desiring to let people know that you are anointed and you have results. But these days, look, if they testify, it's to God's glory. If they do not testify, it's to them. I'm a mouthpiece and I speak on behalf of God. One of the other mistakes I've made was that trying to help God for manifestation. I prophesied that you will marry. The days are coming close. You are not getting married. I will try to connect you so that you marry and testify. In my attempt to help the Lord, attempt to help the Lord bring the prophetic word to pass. You are not yet married. I have somebody. You must fulfill the prophecy. Go ahead and marry. That's an attempt to help the Lord. Amen. Which is dangerous. So dangerous. I prophesied that you will get a job. It is delaying. I'll start calling people. Give this one a job. My responsibility was to say it. God's responsibility was to what? Do it. I have said my part. We wait for God's part. But I was trying to do all. Why? Because I wanted the glory. If I don't want the glory, what do I have to do with that? Why am I struggling? Why am I suffering? I also suffered with wrong associated with wrong people. It was one of my dangerous mistakes. People who were planting and wanting me to fail and I didn't know. I have a problem. I trust easily and I open up everything. Sometimes when I'm reserved, it's not me. I've gone through a lot. Sometimes you think because you are kind, the world owe you kindness. But that's not how it is. And you think because you open up, everybody has that heart like you. People behind you are planting and plotting. I have suffered it early in my prophetic ministry. And you'll be surprised. The time you will see the revelation of what the person is doing is too late. So you will suffer that wrong association. I've gone through a lot, and whenever the story comes out, because my side was not said, people goes with the other side. And me, I've come to that realm. I don't care. I will never use this pulpit to defend myself. It does not matter. I'm not here to preach myself. No matter what the person said outside, that is his story. When I come here, I preach Christ. So for me to use this pulpit to defend yourself is dangerous. Amen. I imagine one Sunday I just come to defend and to speak about myself. Which means that Sunday you didn't come to church. You came to listen to me. And that is dangerous. Are we here? So I battled with that one too. And over time, I got mature. And hear me well. When you are a prophet, you can easily trust on your gift and your eye. Before you realize you are in the midst of sin, you never think you can fall inside. Because you think your eyes are open before it happens, you will see it. But you'll be surprised that you will never see it coming. 2019, the Lord showed me a revelation about a lady who was about to bring down my ministry. And the Lord said, this lady will end your ministry if you are not careful. She was fair, tall. I saw her face and I was waiting for that lady. I was watching everywhere for her. Anytime I see something that resembles her, I stayed away. Can I tell you something? A lady nearly destroyed my ministry. She wasn't fair, she was dark. How? Because whilst I was thinking they are going to substitute Messi, Ronaldo came in. I was expecting Messi. I've learned how to play. I've studied Messi game. I learned how Messi played, and I learned how he dribbled. I learned how he passed. I learned how he scored. So I guided everywhere watching for Messi before I realized it was Ronaldo. So sometimes you think it's left. The question is that, is he not a prophet? He is. And let me say this, one of the greatest mistakes I have made early in ministry was trusting the gift and not the giver of the gift. Trusting the gift. Depending on the gift for survival and for coming out of issues and battles. Oh, the Lord will reveal it to me. I'll see it in a revelation. Sir, the gift will disappoint you. The gift will fail. The gift will fade. The gift will disappear. The only thing you can depend on that will not disappoint you and that will always be there and come true for you is the giver of the gift. It's God, not the gift. Forget about the gift. Many young prophets have trusted on the gift and the gift have disappointed them. They are nowhere to be found. You know why? Their hope and their trust was on the gift. I've done that before. I thought nothing could come to me by surprise. Thought nothing could surprise me. No devil can enter my inner cycle without my knowledge. But he came, have dinner, slept several times, even poo-poo and go, and I didn't know. That is it. Look, trust in the Lord. That's what the Bible said. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not in your own understanding. The gift can be your understanding. That was my mistake. And lean not in your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge Him. Trust in the Lord.